Hey y'all, it's time for a update. I know everybody has been waiting for us to get back from Vegas. We actually got back um, on Wednesday evening, but yesterday we did like absolutely nothing. I'm reading this new book, so I literally laid on the couch and read all day long, trying to like just get caught up into this time zone and everything. So we have really good updates. But also because I never did my FabFitFun box, I figured while I'm pampering myself, I'll tell you guys a little bit about FabFitFun. Okay, so anyways, so Vegas went really well. It's been like a bumpy ride, but everything is good. Everything's moving. I'm super happy with the way that everything went. So on Monday night, we flew into Vegas. We got there around like 11 their time, got to our room around like midnight, which our time, that's like what, 3 o'clock in the morning? Um, so we were running on fumes, but we did walk around and see the hotel a little bit, mainly just because of the fact that the hotels are so big. And like we stayed in the Luxor, which I don't know if any of you have like been to Vegas, but the Luxor is attached to the Excalibur and the something Bay. Um, so we were like walking around our hotel, like just exploring, and we like couldn't figure out how to get out of the hotel. Like that's the only reason why we didn't like go out and explore more was because we were like lost. We didn't know how to get outside. Like, and this is the real problem. Like, I was talking to somebody else about the same thing, and they were like, I know. Like, the hotels are just so big. I was literally lost. I just wanted to get outside. I didn't care where. I could have been on the other side of the building. I didn't care. I just wanted outside. It was crazy. Um, but it was fun. And then we went upstairs and enjoyed the view. We got our room upgraded. So like we started in like a basic room, which is like, a king size bed and like the basics. And then when we checked in, like I don't know if they just didn't have any more of those rooms available or what. So when we checked in, he was like, you know what? We're going to upgrade you guys and give you the premium, which is like pretty much the same thing. Like I had like an upgraded bathroom. We had like a bigger TV. Like it really wasn't that much of a difference. And then while he was checking us in, he was like, "Well, what are you guys here for? Business or pleasure?" And we were like, "Business." And he was like, "Ah." I was like, "Well, it's good business." And he was like, "Oh, here for a convention." 'Cause apparently that's what everybody's here for. And I was like, no, I explained to him that I was a surrogate and we were here meeting our intended parents. And, it was really exciting and I was happy. Bo, put Timon down. Okay, take him down to Sissy then. But make sure there you go, hold him just like that. Sometimes he tries to like hold him by his neck. Anyways, so he was like, you know what, I'm going to help you guys out. And he upgraded us again, so we had a suite. So we had like our own living room. We had like the bedroom with like two queen size beds. We had an amazing view of the strip, and right next to our giant window was a giant like soaking tub. Oh my god, guys. It was so nice. So after we explored and have been traveling all day, we went back to the hotel and I took a bath. No, we're gonna leave it on for a little bit. Uh-huh. He thinks it's like my other mask that like gets really hard, so he wants to touch it. But anyways, so then we woke up Tuesday morning and headed straight for the clinic. We stop it. We literally had to leave our room like 20 minutes before we actually needed to call an Uber just because we didn't know how to get outside. Guys, this was a real issue. So once we finally got outside, we called an Uber. We got to the clinic. Everything went super fast. As soon as we got there, they took me back to get my blood work done. And then we went back out into the waiting area. We were only sitting there for like 2 minutes, and they took us back to go see the doctor. And she like kind of well, like not the doctor, like the nurse, I guess, whatever. But she explained everything, like how everything was gonna work and what was gonna happen next, and then had to go through all of the questions that I've pretty much already answered, and they already know that. But asked me a bunch of questions and everything, and then I weighed in. Like, this was the part that I was freaking out about, because I was lazy and I ate whatever I wanted for like 2 weeks. And then I had like 1 week of crunch time getting ready to go. So I started to, diet a little bit again, and, do my routine that I do when I need to lose a couple pounds quickly. But then we found out we weren't going to Vegas, so I stopped. And then, of course, now I'm stressed and I'm upset and everything else. So I just kept eating. And so I ate whatever I wanted for 3 weeks. So I thought for sure it was going to be really bad. And so I tried to like not eat the, the like a couple days before. Like I tried to not eat Saturday, Sunday, and Monday until my appointment Tuesday morning. But of course that didn't work. I mean, I was eating pasta. We were traveling, so I was, drinking all the sugary coffee drinks, and we stopped at Moe's and got chips and salsa and stuff like that, like as a snack while we were in one of the airports in Dallas. And like so I was eating and wasn't even like I was trying. I swear, but I was obviously not trying hard enough. So I was super nervous to weigh in because I'm like right on the border. So like 1 pound over could have disqualified me. Like literally, like that's right where I was. Well, when I weighed in, guys, I weighed in at the lowest that I have ever been. Well, since I got pregnant with Anne Marie. So I was like super happy. So anyways, so I'm like going on and on. So everything went really well. I made weight, the nurse assistant, or whatever you want to call her, explained everything to me and, what was going on. And then the doctor came in and did my saline ultrasound. And in the middle of the ultrasound, the first thing she says is, "You have a lovely uterus." I was like, oh, like the highest of compliments. I was like, oh my gosh. So that all went really well. That went great. After my appointment was over, it all went really fast. After that was over, I called the intended parents, and we went to their house. We got to see their house. They have an amazing house with an amazing view. Kind of jealous. And then we explored a little bit. We went to go see Red Rock Canyon. So that was pretty cool. That was like beautiful. It's crazy because, 1 minute you're in the hustle bustle city of Las Vegas with casinos everywhere, and with just a 10-minute drive, you're out in the middle of the desert and mountains everywhere. Like, it's just crazy. So that was really cool. And then we went out to eat. And yeah, everything went really well. We are like a lot alike. Like, I was very, very happy with them. I liked them when we talked on the phone I loved them when we talked on the phone the first time, but meeting them in person, like, I love them so much more. The whole thing that happened, a week or so ago, like, that didn't even cross my mind the whole time I was there. Like, that's not even something that I thought about, because we just got along so well. Like, everything just went so smoothly. Like, I was so happy with it, and I cannot wait to give him a baby, because I truly believe that they deserve it. They're an amazing couple. They're amazing people, and I'm so happy for them, and I'm so happy to do this for them. So that all went really well. And then we had all this exploring to do, and it's so funny because the mother, she is just like me. Like, she's super planned and everything. So she like had a list of shows that she wanted us to go, like, like the free like the water fountain shows and stuff in front of the hotels. And so she was like, all right, first you have to go here. Like, once it starts getting dark, then you have to go here, then you have to go there. And like had this whole list for us. Like, do you want to write this down? It was great because that's most definitely something that I would do. So it all went really well. When we left there, they just took us back to our hotel because we had cheesecake with us because we went to the Cheesecake Factory and we took our cheesecake to go. So we went back to the hotel to drop our cheesecake off. But I had to find a pharmacy because I had to take antibiotics after my ultrasound since they put saline up in there and everything. So we walked a little bit of the strip just to get to the CVS. So we walked, past like New York, and stuff like that. Like, they're just right there, nothing crazy. Got to the pharmacy, got my prescription, and then we walked back to the hotel and slept. We slept from like 3 until like 7. So at like 7 o'clock at night, well, Ben woke up at 6. So at like 7, I started like tossing and turning. So he got me up and was like, all right, let's go. So it was dark out, well, almost dark out by this point. So we got up and we went exploring. We made it like all the way down the strip. And then like on the one side, and then went into like, what was right there? The Venetian. And then went across the street into Caesar's Palace. Got lost in Caesar's Palace. Finally made it out of there. Then we got to the Bellagio, right? Is that what's next to Caesar's Palace? Or am I missing one? No, the Mirage. Then we were in the Mirage. No, the Mirage is before Caesar's Palace, huh? So we were in the Mirage and got lost in there. Got out of the Mirage, went into Caesar's Palace. Got lost in Caesar's Palace. Like, these hotels are crazy. They're huge. Like, we were literally getting lost inside. I'm like, listen, we're wasting valuable time. Like, how do I get outside? So we finally get out of the hotel. We got to the Bellagio. We kind of explored the inside of the Bellagio a little bit because, like, when we were walking into the Bellagio, like, a fountain show had just started. And, like, I didn't want to just, like, catch the end of it. I wanted to, like, get a good view and, like, see the whole thing. So we went inside and explored the Bellagio a little bit, which, I mean, all the hotels look exactly the same. The theme might be a little bit different, but all the casinos look the same. Like, I don't know, I'm not a gambling person, so the casinos were just, I don't know, boring to me. But anyways, so we explored the Bellagio a little bit, went outside, and we watched the fountain show, caught, like, half of one, and then found a good spot and stayed there. Kittens are playing on my feet. And then we went to Bubblegum Shrimp Co. for dinner. So that was fun. We were both, like, pooped at this point. And just, I don't know. We weren't really hungry, but we were kind of, like, bored because we had just been walking. And, like, I don't know. It's like Vegas was just, like, boring to me. Like, I'm not a big gambler. I'm not a big drinker. So it's just, like, I don't know. We were just walking and looking at the lights and stuff. So we did that. We ate. And then we walked back to the hotel, and I was so excited. This is, like, my most favorite part. I was, like, so excited to go to the Coyote Ugly bar because that, like, I like, grew up on Coyote Ugly. Like, I'm that person. I was, like, that 10-year-old girl standing on top of my toy box dancing like I was in Coyote Ugly. That was me. So I was so excited to go to the Coyote Ugly bar. And we're walking by, and I'm like, do I hear the wobble? So that's what it's called, right? The wobble, like that dance, that you shake your butt. And we were walking by, and I'm like, that is not coming out of the Coyote Ugly bar, right? We walk by, and there's dancers on the bar doing the wobble. And Ben was like, you ready to go in? I'm like, no, because to me, that's not Coyote Ugly. Like, it's supposed to be, like, country music and, like, you know what I mean? So I was like, whatever, let's just go back to the room. So we go back to the room. We sat there for a little bit and, like, bored, didn't know what to do. At this point, it was probably, like, midnight. So our flight was at 6 a.m. on Wednesday. So we had to be at the airport at like 4. So I wanted to make sure we caught an Uber around like 3:30 and got there in time. So I'm like, it's midnight. We're not gonna sleep for 3 hours and actually wake up to go to the airport. I was like really scared about this. So we sat there for a little bit, watched some TV. I ate some of my leftovers from dinner that I didn't finish. And then Ben was like, I have $5 cash. Let's go play the slots. Because we had been in Vegas all day and hadn't actually gambled at all yet. So we went down to the casino, walked around a little bit, found a slot machine, wasted $5 in the slot machine. At like one point, we were up to like $16, and we just like we blew it until there was nothing left, just because we were bored. We probably could have stopped and gone to another one, but we didn't. So then we walked around a little bit more, and we went back to our room. And by this point, it was like almost 2 in the morning, and we were like, well, we can't go to sleep. So we went to the airport. We got an Uber, and we got to the airport, and the Uber driver was like, oh yeah, he's like, there's no flights in or out from like 1 a.m. until like 5. So until like 4 a.m. nothing's going on. Like the airport is like shut down. And I'm like, oh, okay, so like no one's there, right? So we get to the airport, and no, like literally it was shut down. We couldn't go through security. There was nobody at like the desk to get our boarding passes. I mean, they were like the computers. So we printed off our boarding passes and everything. And, like there literally was no one. So we went to the USO, but apparently like there were a bunch of guys that were like back from deployment or what? No, I thought you were coming to tell me something. They were like coming from deployment or something. So like the USO was packed. So we started off in computer chairs, sitting at a table, like trying to sleep in a chair. Um, and then we woke up and still had like an hour and a half ish to sleep before we needed to go through security and everything. And there were a couple guys that got up and were leaving, so we snuck into some recliners, and Ben slept for like an hour and a half, and I slept for maybe like 10 minutes and then just played on my phone. So we got to our flight flew through Denver.
Momma,
and got
Momma,
home. Yes, honey.
Can you put these on me?
Yes, I can. And flew through Denver and got home like Wednesday evening. I was able to take Anne Marie to dance, and then did absolutely nothing yesterday. And not by his neck, Bo. Not by his neck. Give me the cat. Poor kitty. So.
Put it on me.
Bo, leave the cat alone. Bo, leave the cat alone. Okay, anyways, this is a really long video, so I need to finish up anyway. Anyways, it went really well. Vegas was not fun. It was just boring. And yeah, everything else went really well. So yeah, I guess that's really all. I just wanted to update you guys that everything went really well. So what's going to happen next is like, it's going to take like 2 to 3 weeks for my medical stuff to come back, like all of my blood work and everything. And then after that, we get to do the legal contract. And then after that, I have to do a bunch of ultrasounds to like look at like the lining of my uterus, like when it's thin and then when it's thick, at like different parts of my cycle and everything. Sorry if there are any guys watching. And then I'll be on like birth control, and then I have to start the estrogen shots or whatever, like in my butt. So I'll do that, and then once everything is ready, the embryo is ready, and part of my cycle where I need to be, then I will go back to Vegas for the transfer. So it's probably going to be like 3 months. It's going to be a while. But I'm super excited. Everything's a go, and I'm so excited to give them a baby, and so excited to be pregnant, because I'm that weird person that likes to be pregnant. So yeah. So that's all. I'm going to take my things off and see if my eyes look any better. Probably not, but these are my FabFitFun eye masks and my FabFitFun hair towel. And I got earrings and a bunch of face masks and foot masks and stuff, same as last time. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Like, I didn't get anything like fun You know, well, I got a wallet and earrings. Like, that was just about as fun as it gets. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe once I do the winter like customizations for the box, maybe I'll decide like if there's anything that I really super want, I'll do it. But if it's like all a bunch of face creams and foot creams and stuff, I'm not gonna do it again. So yeah. So that's all. So I had fun. Everything went really well, and I'm giving them a baby, and I'm so excited. So stay tuned on what's gonna happen next. All right. Bye, guys.